There was a murder on the campus of Nicholls State University. I'm only joking, but students in Dr. AIMEE Hollander's Biology 441 class were actually put to the challenge to solve the murder mystery using DNA testing. Although this was a mock murder scene, one would think that a deadly crime actually took place here. There was an outline of a body on the ground complete with caution tape surrounding it, and taped up on the wall were even those suspected of committing the vicious crime. In this case, it's suspected that a Disney princess killed Prince Charming. Each even had a suspicious clue-like background story. What the students did in the lab was much like what you see in CSI, except Dr. Hollander jokes that there is far less drama involved.
So what we did was we took DNA from a crime scene and 4 different suspects, and what we did was we amplified specific genes in each of those pieces of DNA and then ran them out on a gel to identify who the killer was that matched the DNA of the crime scene.
Believe it or not, there's a lot more that goes into DNA testing than what Hollywood portrays. When a forensic scientist tests DNA, it doesn't automatically give the identity of the person of whom it belongs. CALLAIS explains just some of what happens during DNA testing.
We took the DNA samples that we found and we incubated them at a certain temperature to denature the DNA and pull it apart, and then we inserted these primers which help us to polymerize and replicate the DNA. So then we set it to an ideal temperature so that it could replicate, and then we set the temperature high again so it would denature and re-replicate. And we did this for about 4 hours to really make sure that we had multiple pieces of DNA.
Students, along with their professor, believe that hands-on instruction is essential to their education.
I feel like the lab was really helpful for students who haven't had hands-on with DNA, but it just shows how important biology is.
The students in Dr. AIMEE Hollander's class might have not been solving a real murder mystery, but I'm confident one day in the future, they will. Reporting for The Now from GOUAUX, I'm Tatum Gehbauer.